Hello and welcome to the new moon video. Now there's a lot happening with this new moon and we'll all be impacted. New moons do impact us all collectively, but all the zodiac signs are playing their part within this new moon that is happening, the sign of Cancer. Do stay tuned and watch till the end. I will be linking at the bottom a timestamp for all of the 12 signs so you can watch how this new moon is impacting you. But do watch this introduction because it shares with you the general feel and theme of the new moon. And you can also book readings with me. There will be a link for the new moon reading as well. So if you would like to book a new moon reading, you can also do birth chart readings as well. And any transit readings that are important and significant to you, you can definitely do that. They will all be linked down below. So let's get into the energy of this new moon. Now, the new moon will be happening on the 17th of July, 2023. New moon is in Cancer, sun is in Cancer, and that is how we have a new moon. The new moon will be, when we have new moons, the sky is dark, full moons illuminate the sky. So this is a time when we are more turning within and listening to our internal energy and feelings. Very much Cancer energy. And so Cancer is also ruled by the moon. So the moon is very at home and comfortable here with this energy. So understand that this is where we nurture, take care of ourselves, take care of our home, take care of our loved ones. We can be feeling pretty sensitive. Cancer is a water sign. So, and we would be because there is an opposition to Pluto in Capricorn. Right? This is where the power plays, manipulations, obsessions, and fixations come into play. So during this new moon, it is very important that you remain simple. Be grateful for the simple things. Eating delicious food, a healthy food, drinking water. You know, the most simple things that sometimes we take for granted that maybe is not of easy access to other people, a warm bed, or having a comfortable bed. Just the things that give you the beautiful simplicity that you have within your life. It can be the most smallest thing, but I do encourage you to have the attitude of gratitude, and it can be difficult because there is a lot of abundance around us. There's a lot. Whether it's a friend, you can share your feelings if you're feeling sensitive and heartbroken. Whether it is, you know, a walk outside or a breath of fresh air or a beautiful breeze or watching the sunset or sunrise. These are the most simple things that we need to reaffirm with this new moon in Cancer. As we are sensitive, we definitely need to nurture ourselves and our feelings and nurture our loved ones. However, there is an opposition to Pluto in Capricorn. Now, Pluto has been in Capricorn since 2008. We got a break when Pluto entered into Aquarius in March for 3 months and then shifted back, retrograde back into Pluto into Capricorn. And this oppositions are power struggles. So we have a lot within our lives, our safety, security within our space and world, our personal world at this space. However, because of Pluto, in Capricorn retrograde, this is about obsession, manipulation, fixation, neurotic energy where you can feel like you're losing your mind, you're worrying, you're stressing, you are looking at the world outside of yourself. Okay, because Cancer is the home, Capricorn is outside. It's where we, it's our reputation, working force, all of those energies. It's the world. We are now outside. So remember to bring your energy back to yourself and focus on you. So if you're looking at how this energy can play out when it comes to you personally, it can be like, okay, there's something I want to do. Maybe I want to move home, right? Thinking about home. Maybe I want to earn a bit of extra money and so forth. These kinds of things. New moon, new beginnings, fresh starts. That's what it allows for. We're looking for safety, security, and comfort, and we want to create these things, and we'll have new ideas to do so. However, the opposition to Pluto in Capricorn can bring up your fears. Like, I don't know if I don't know if people are hiring now. This is a time when lots of people maybe are losing their jobs, right? We are focusing on not how it's different for everyone, and maybe you can actually go there and you might be the right person, right time, and get what you want and move forward. You will just be focusing on what is wrong. Pluto is where we fixate, right? We become obsessed, and Capricorn's the world outside. Maybe, or if it's not, whether it's about working, maybe I want to move home, but I don't know if I have the capabilities. Who will help me? How will I do this? How will I, who outside is going to come into my life to assist with these changes? How will I move? What moving company will I use? All of these things. It can be simple things. Maybe you feel you're uneducated enough and you'll be like, oh my goodness, I want to start something to earn extra money, but I don't know if I can start, right? However, there's plenty of, short courses and skills that you can learn, right? And you might be like, I need a degree, or I need to further myself to this point. You are looking at the world around you. You might be looking at other people outside of yourself and really fixating on how they dream. So that's when it comes to that internal struggle with yourself and others, where you're looking at and others, more yourself and what you are seeing around you. Gratitude is the attitude through. Focus on here, right? Look at what you got in front of you and work with it and make it work for you. The other thing that can happen with this, when it comes to others, like people that we're dealing with, and we have to talk about that, because Cancer, opposite Pluto, is literally like relationships. It's opposition to each other. It's like you standing here. So this is the energy that I just explained, going internally within you, your fears, your doubts about how the world looks bad and I don't think I can do it. We're looking at the world and we're judging the world. Yes, these things are happening, but this is about shifting your perspective in order to get where you want to go, right? It's not about the world working for you. It's about you working to manifest the life that you want. And that is by shifting your perspective and seeing the solution. So, and that just happens by keeping an open mind and trying new things and seeing where you can navigate and maneuver yourself. The other opposition can also happen in terms of relationships, where people outside of you either power play you, manipulate you into how you feel. So you feel a certain way and they use that against you. They manipulate you. That's what happens with Pluto. It's about manipulation, power plays, Game of Thrones kind of energy. It's really trying to cut us down. So be wary of that when you're dealing with other people. And so that's how that energy can work out. But the moon is in a beautiful trine with Neptune in Pisces. So we can see the reality and we can really think of ways intuitively to move forward. Another thing that is also happening with this new moon is that we do have Venus in Leo in the pre-shadow period, which is already creating issues when it comes to relationships, right? Venus is going to go retrograde on the 22nd of July. So it's not too far away. 17th of July is this new moon. So Venus is already within our relationships. We're reevaluating our relationships. We're reevaluating our sense of self-worth. Venus retrogrades are a time where we can feel unworthy. And this is a time like, okay, I feel unworthy of this. But why? What is the emotional cause? What is the pattern? What trauma did I experience in order to make me feel I deserve lack of love? I deserve punishment. I deserve not enough within my life, and actually shifting the focus forward by like, okay, this happened. Let me release that, and working to, once you let it go, focusing on what you truly want, right? So Venus retrograde does that, and we are reassessing our relationships as it is. Now, this is also in square to Uranus in Taurus, unexpected energy from others. All of a sudden, people want to act out of pocket. They want to get at us. They unexpectedly change things around us. This is the complication. Now, be aware of that. This new moon is the best time to sit, write your goals, focus on here and now. Gratitude is the attitude. It is a dark new moon, so we can feel like a lot of our darker innermost feelings are wanting to be purged out of us and released. And Cancer is a water sign, so this touches on your innermost emotions. The moon is connected to our emotions and Cancer is our emotions. So we are pretty much in our feelings. So be aware of that. And Cancer is the sign of protection. It's where we protect our loved ones. It's where we protect our emotional space. Protect yourself. And when we're protecting ourselves from Pluto in Capricorn, which is right opposite the world. That's what Capricorn is. We're protecting ourselves from the harshness of everything. Another thing that is also happening, which is going to cause frustration, restriction, rejection, another opposition. Opposition, so we have a square, we have an opposition, and we have a trine to Neptune. We also have that beautiful sextile to Jupiter. So we can welcome great abundance, Jupiter and Taurus to the moon. But we do have these other heavy energies coming into play. And the heavy energy between Mars, opposite Saturn. Right? Saturn's in Pisces, Mars is in opposition in Virgo. So we have Mars as this energy. I want to go. I want to get started. I feel passionate. I want to do things, right? And there Saturn comes and says, no, you're being rejected. No, you're being restricted. No, right? And this can come across, or you yourself can be denying yourself, keeping yourself there, keeping yourself stuck. Be aware of that. And that can be frustrating and aggravating. People can feel quickly annoyed. If you have anyone that's an authority figure, bosses, employers, parents, so forth, even a friend, that you could even have a friend that obviously can be quite, Saturn is where we are controlled, right? And can be harsh. If you have one of those people, a friend, a family member, Saturn is there, and this is where the rejection comes in. So maybe you share an idea that you have and you match with the harsh rejection, and Pluto can also come in with that manipulation energy. So be aware of these oppositions from others. Oppositions is where others are either trying to manipulate you under this new moon, or either try and reject you and stop you from something you want to do. And this can create hot-headed energy, especially because Mars is involved, friction, frustration, irritation, annoyances, and Saturn's like, hold on, right? Stop. That's what it does. You want to go and stop sign. It's an opposition, so other people. And that's why you can heavily feel this from anyone that's in authority over you. You might be feeling that way about the government. You might be feeling that way about anyone that is an authority over you. So think authority. That's why employers, anyone that you are doing things like that with, can come up here where all of a sudden your employer is unhappy with you or stops you from something you truly want to do. So we can feel these energies. And I will bring it back to the attitude of gratitude and manifesting and taking care of your emotional needs. Not the kind of new moon where you can feel really energized. It's about getting comfortable, getting in touch with your feelings, trusting yourself. I would say ground and protect yourself, walks in nature. You can use crystals to protect your energy from others. Things to help center you, whether that is using your singing bowl, whether that's a beautiful meditation. You need to center and protect so you do not get into these opposing forces with others. And if you got that internal storm of an opposition within you about your fears versus what you want, this is the time to get clear about where is this fear coming from. Is this fear, right, healthy? Like, is it just telling me to stop? Maybe I'm overexerting myself in some area. Or is this fear actually just stopping me from living my best life? It's just telling me all the most negative things, right? Pluto is that energy of manipulation, a paranoia. You don't want to let your thoughts run wild with you. So be aware of that. And thank you. Let's get into the 12 zodiacs. Aries, how does this new moon impact you? Firstly, this new moon offers you a beautiful and fresh start to your home life. So either moving home, decluttering your home, clearing out things you no longer need within your home. You are catering to your emotional needs and security under this new moon. If there's a friend you can share your feelings with that you trust, I would trust to do so. This is a time where you could be feeling quite sensitive and relating back to the past with this new moon. But this new moon does offer you a new and fresh start to your emotional well-being. And that is through releasing what no longer serves you emotionally and being open to emotional healing. Great new moon for you to get comfortable, to spend time at home, to really nurture and take care of your soul. This is what this new moon is asking you. Now, this new moon, like I mentioned, is in opposition to Pluto, and that for you is in your career. So you might be noticing all goals, career goals and reputation. This is where you might be finding the tension more outside within the world, working force, other people. And it's important for you with this new moon. It's happening within the cardinal signs, which is Cancer, new moon, Pluto in Capricorn, now the cardinal sign. So it's really impacting you, Aries, where you are looking for that security. You're looking for what you want to build within your home. You're looking for that abundant feeling. But the opposition is coming from the outside world. But this new moon gives you that fresh start. This new moon gives you that new beginning into finding the emotional, physical, right, security and safety you need within your life. Another thing that's happening late in the day, which I will be making a video specifically about this, but the North Node is moving into Aries. So after this new moon on the 17th of July, we are going to have the North Node move into the sign of Aries. And this is a destiny point for you. And when it comes to your relationships, one-on-one connections, you'll be letting go of relationships that are keeping you stuck, relationships that are outdated. This is a time where you might get people from the past re-enter your life as well. And you'll be working through those feelings with this energy. But this new moon offers you that. And the North Node is a destiny point of you reinventing yourself, what you want in terms of your goals. So it's a positive new moon for you. Just be wary of the outside world. This is a time where you need resting, nurturing, and taking care of your soul. Great new moon to spend some time at home with people who love and support you as well. Having that heart-to-heart with them will help you moving forward. Taurus, this new moon is really good for communication. So this new moon is offering you the ability to communicate, to express yourself, to be compassionate in the way that you word what you want to say, especially to someone that you want to communicate with. Maybe you need to say some kind words to them. Maybe it can be anyone at this point where you just feel you want to share your words of encouragement. It'll be really good for you. This new moon is great for anything new you want to learn. You might be noticing you have a lot of errands and tasks to run at this new moon. So be aware of that. People want to communicate with you. People can be texting you, emailing you, and you're just getting your paperwork and things done. Really good for anything, for writing. If there's any projects that you're working on, whether you have to put a lot of thinking power into it, your mind is awake and you really are allowing and activating those creative juices with this new moon. Now there is an opposition, and the opposition happens in your area of wanting to expand and grow. So this is taking it back to be grateful for the ideas that you have and are giving life force and birthing at this new moon. Those are the creative energies that you need in order to get you through. There's also something else happening. Venus is also with your home and family. You're re-evaluating your home, your family, your close connections, the past as well. And that square to Uranus is transforming you and who you want to be going forward. This is a beautiful new moon for you. It's all about fresh new ideas, not giving into too much about how can I expand on this, but playing around with it and seeing what comes to you. Really good for anything new you want to learn. Really good for errands, trips, small distance trips, to getting things done, and any emails you need to send off, any documentation. Great for those things. Gemini, this is a beautiful new moon that offers you opportunities when it comes to your income, your skills and talents, your value as well. So you are really looking at what you can grow when it comes to your income. Opportunities are coming to you. This is the time to send out that resume, right, to get that opportunity you want. Or if there's any skills or talents that you have, this is where you're looking at your skills and talents and how can you further yourself so that your skills and talents become valuable, and maybe you can start a business, or what you are learning, those skills and talents, you're developing them to offer you some opportunity when it comes to earning extra money. Really good opportunities are coming to you. The one thing though is that opposition to Pluto, and that's in your 8th house. So this is really asking you about joint finances. So this is where you can have your partner, if you are with someone, maybe your partner's going through something financially, or you be concerned about your money and where you're investing it. This would not be the greatest time to invest your money, right, in anything risky or some risky opportunity. This is more time for you to grow and nurture your skills and talents for opportunities. This is not the time where you just, I wouldn't even suggest you lending out money at this time because of that Pluto energy that can create manipulation, not seeing things clearly. Don't get into that kind of risk. But definitely know that new opportunities to grow prosperity, abundance within your life are coming. You are valuing yourself, shifting your sense of self-worth, and that is bringing new opportunities to you. So go out there, be confident, and send out that resume or think of new goals and you want to manifest for yourself financially. You can definitely do that. But I wouldn't say like any investments right now might be a bit tricky for you under this new moon. Cancer, it's birthday season and this new moon is happening in your sign. So this is all about new beginnings and fresh starts to you for what you want to manifest and call into your life in the year ahead. So what are your goals? What is important to you? This is about really going within, listening to your heart, right? Trusting your emotions and doing what's right by you. This is a powerful new moon, Cancer. Really, it's powerful for you to really focus on you. This is not about anyone else, right? This is about you respectfully honoring you as a whole, as a person, your beautiful nurturing abilities, the person you are, the energy you bring to the table. Now, Pluto is directly opposite you in Capricorn, so this really impacts your one-on-one connections with others, both personally and professionally. So you need to watch out for power plays, power dynamics, especially when it comes to your connections to others. It can be a frenemy, it can be a romantic relationship, it can be someone that you work with. Watch out for the power plays and power dynamics. Cancer, you are a strong force. And you are truly shifting into who you want to be and who you are becoming. There's an important aspect also happening later on after this new moon, right? On the 17th of July, so the new moon happens on the 17th, but a little while later, we are going to have on the 17th of July, the North Node move into Aries and the South Node into Libra. So for you especially, this is really important for your career. It's a destiny node that is pushing you out into the world and the spotlight for you. So this new moon is pivotal for you to get clear on your goals, what you want, trusting your heart, following your heart, setting those boundaries with others, and truly welcoming this destiny point that is coming to you over the next year and a half. I will be making a video on this, going more in depth about it, but know that that's coming. This offers you the opportunity to reap the rewards for your hard works and efforts, right, over the next year and a half. This puts a spotlight on you. You get the recognition. If there's anything you want to shift and change within your career, you can definitely go after it. So Cancer, this is your time to shine. This is time to focus on you. It's not about anyone else. And know that over the next year and a half, your life is going to change. Okay? Leo, this beautiful new moon is a time for you to rest. It's a complete reset. You are letting go of the past. You are feeling exhausted. This has been a time, and Cancer season is a time for you, Leo, where you need time away from the world, okay? This is a time where you need rest, respite, time to focus on you. You could have even felt like you need to take a break, take time away. This would be the time to do so. And this new moon is inviting this new energy where you gain a new perspective on past experiences. You are letting go of old things. You are allowing for new opportunities. This new moon is very good for getting in touch with meditation, your spiritual self. This new moon might even make you feel a bit sleepy and you need to rest. Why? You're resting up for birthday time, okay? On the 22nd of July, the sun will be in Leo. This is the 17th of July. So understand you at this point of needing this time to self, and you might even feel like you need isolation and time to self to bring all your energy to yourself in order to prepare yourself for your season. And your season is a very energetic season. It's a very busy season. It's a lively season. So take this time to rest, to nurture, to listen to your soul. Great for doing anything like creative, meditation. Your dreams will also be very powerful. Now there is that opposition to Pluto, and this is about your health. Are you eating well? Are you taking care of yourself? Make sure you're doing those things, okay? Because if not, your health can kind of not be at the optimal level that you want it to be, especially because birthday time is around the corner. How are you thinking? How are you eating? How are you sleeping? Get that in check. The next thing is that's very important is that when it comes to your work situation, this can also be where you feel there's power plays or power dynamics and your work life is transforming. Give yourself the ability to let go of old ways and allow for new perspective on that. If there's any power plays or power dynamics, this is a time to really see and reassess the situation. Let it go even. You might even think about letting it go, like, I want to let that go. You could even have issues with co-workers. Mainly for you, it's like your co-workers, working environment. That is where the energy is residing of, where you're feeling there's power plays, power games, coming up for you, right? Maybe you work in the service industry and you're seeing this around the people that you're working with, and this is happening where maybe the customers are giving you more of a stress under this time. A big thing that's also happening is that Venus is in Leo, and that is that square to Uranus in Taurus. And to you, this is about you. You are feeling yourself. You're reassessing yourself. You're reassessing your sense of self-worth as Venus is in this pre-shadow period and goes retrograde on the 22nd of July. So you're reassessing yourself as a whole, your sense of self-worth, what makes you happy, what fulfills you. And that square to Uranus is impacting your career. This is, things need to change, things need to shift, direction to your goals need to shift. In what way do they need to shift? And that's that tension that you would be feeling. So give yourself some time and allow for this energy to come over you. Rest, take it easy, okay? Virgo, this beautiful new moon for you is really about connecting to your social circles, your friend groups, networking with people, family groups, you connecting, right? This is all about events, social events, beautiful new moon for coming together with others, really good for speaking to your soul family, people that truly resonate with you. And this new moon offers you the invitation of new beginnings when it comes to the people that you connect to. So really good for friendship, really good for social groups, really good for groups you want to join. You'll be thinking along all these things. Now the opposition comes in with Pluto, and that is really about your creativity, maybe children as well, some power plays, power dynamics with kids if you have kids. If you don't have kids, this has to do with the romantic interest can also show you some power plays, power dynamics. But it's really good for creative pursuits and transforming your creativity. You could also be feeling a bit paranoid or anxious, worried, nervous about creative projects that you're doing. Remember that this new moon is offering you the opportunity to connect to others, but not only that, offering you lots of opportunities when it comes to your future wishes and dreams for yourself. Great new moon for you to manifest what you see going forward into the future. So I'll definitely utilize this, Virgo, for you to really focus on your future vision, to connect to the people that really are your soul family and soul group that you feel like, yeah, when I'm with you, it's great. But that opposition shows that change within either romantic interest, where there's, Pluto is power plays, power dynamics, children if you have children. And when it comes to your creative pleasures, you kind of feeling stressed about it. Anything that you need to do that's fun, you're stressing about it. Let that go. The biggest thing I would say for you, Virgo, is that Mars is in your sign. So you're feeling energized and you're vibrant and you want to get going. But Saturn is in Pisces opposite you. So that's the next opposition. And this can create like either rejection, frustration when it comes to your one-on-one partnerships. You might be feeling when it comes to it can be a frenemy, it can be professionally, and it can be anyone that you're interacting one-on-one. So yes, also in love, where you feel that restriction, you want to move forward, you feeling passionate, you feeling invigorated, you feeling energized, you really want to do things. And maybe on that day, they say, no, let's not do that. Or maybe a contract that you're working on doesn't go the way that you hoped, and it frustrates you. Any contracts too, or deals that you got to do where you're working with others can be a bit of an issue. But this new moon is offering you new opportunities to network, to get yourself out there, to focus on your future vision and dreams for self. So really focus on that and allow for this new moon to transform you through manifesting the future vision that you want, and also connecting to the people that truly feel like-minded and connect to you. Libra, this is a beautiful new moon for focusing on your goals, career, anything that you desire, that you truly want to go after. You're definitely going after it. This new moon gives you those opportunities. So if you want to change careers, now's the time. If you want to change things up on your career, now's the time. You are really looking at shifting and navigating the goals that you have and aligning to the career that you want. So maybe you might shift the course that you're studying in order to align better to what you truly want to do, or your sense of purpose. This is like new opportunities to fulfill your sense of purpose. Any hard work that you're putting in, you will reap the rewards, you get the recognition, and you're really focusing on putting yourself out there when it comes to your goals, your energy, what you truly want to do. And this new moon gives you that opportunity for new and fresh starts when it comes to career, when it comes to your goals, your reputation too as well. It's highlighted. The thing though is there is that opposition. And for you, it's more about family, right? So this is like family and home, and this is where you can either be met with, maybe you are worried about your family, maybe with all these opportunities coming to you in the way that you want to develop yourself, you're concerned about your family, you're concerned about your home life, you're getting paranoid about it. Do not do that. Focus on the opportunities you need to take forward. Remember about Pluto, it's all about power. Do not give your power away. Do not give your power away to others as well. This is where maybe you have an opportunity to do something and you might not be received by those that you maybe love and cherish, or close family, or someone that is within your home or domestic situation that you'd like to be received. Maybe they're like, oh no, that's not so great, or they're not giving you the support that you need. This is a time, this new moon is all about you, your goals, your career, your reputation, your life purpose, and what you want to do. So you need to focus that energy back on yourself and refocus on where you want to go, and let go, create healthy boundaries in terms of where you want to move forward with your goals, okay? This way, even like your goals is, maybe your goals were to eat healthy, and maybe now you've lost a bit of weight, and maybe you share it with someone and they look at you like, oh, that's not so great, Oh, don't worry, you're going to go back to how you were. That plan that you have is not going to work. You believe in you. You got this for you. This new moon is gifting you the opportunities, so you focus on the opportunities for your goals that you set for yourself. Scorpio, this beautiful new moon is giving you the opportunity to make plans for vacation, make plans for travel, making plans for higher education. You want to take your education further, you definitely can do so. If there's something you've been learning or interested in, you can definitely take it to the next level. This is great for anything that you want to publish. It's really good for projects you've been working on, where you expand upon it. You decide, okay, I've been working on this, and I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to put it out. I'm going to market it. I'm going to, send a message about what I'm doing and get it out there. The opposition with Pluto is really about your communications with others, where maybe the communication you either feel manipulated, or someone is not being honest with you, they're withholding things from you. You don't worry about that. You're not giving into any power plays or communication that goes sour, or communication that just is about power plays and power dynamics. You use this new moon to focus on how you want to expand, how you want to shift your belief systems, right? Old belief systems you're letting go of, you're now forming new belief systems. And this is so important, because our belief systems is how we can create what we want within our lives. If I have self-doubt, I'm going to doubt whether I can do this project. But if I believe in myself and I keep an open mind, and when it comes to challenges, I work around it and see solutions, I can really set off something new. And that's what you're doing. Great for higher education, great for traveling, a vacation, speaking to people from foreign places and foreign cultures, and connecting to the world at large. You definitely can do that. Now, good news for you is, come the 17th of July, the South Node is also moving out of Scorpio, and the South Node is moving into Libra, and the North Node is moving into Aries, and the North Node will be leaving Taurus. So we've been having eclipses for the past year and a half in Taurus and Scorpio, and these nodes, especially for you with the South Node in Scorpio for the past year and a half, was challenging and pressure, and you'd have to let go of a lot of things within your life about yourself, things within you that maybe even goals that you had, or something that was important to you. You were releasing a lot with the South Node. That's what the South Node does. It creates releases within our lives. So the pressure is now off of you. Okay, and now the pressure will be shifting onto Libra. We'll be making videos going more in depth how this nodal shift will impact you, especially when the North Node moves into Aries and the South Node into Libra. But it is a time that you can breathe, and this is a time for you with this new moon to expand upon what you want within your life. This is all about, where you might read a book with a positive quote and it just shifts your whole perspective, or you be scrolling through your phone on social media and you see something and it just shifts the way you think about power plays and power dynamics and manipulation through communication. Especially free your mind is what this new moon is offering you. Sagittarius, this new moon is giving you new opportunities for investments, new opportunities where you want to invest your money. You could even get new opportunities and ideas about your partner's finances. It's great for looking at finances, how you want to budget, how you want to save. What do you want to invest in that can grow your finances as well? So maybe you see an opportunity to study something and you think, okay, let me do this. And through the studying, I will get this income. It's where we get payouts, but we think about how can I invest? How can I invest myself either energetically, financially, time-wise, in order to reap a form of reward? This new moon also offers you the opportunity to become more intimate, to share vulnerable parts of yourself. If you're having any fears, doubts, and insecurities, you'll be able to share them, as that will help boost your sense of self-worth. You might speak to someone who you can be vulnerable with to share those parts of yourself. So it's a great new moon for intimacy. It's a great new moon for working on your psychological self and what you need to release from the past and past traumas and pains in order to empower yourself. Now, there is an opposition with your finances. So your finances have been transforming and going through cycles, right? Shifting and changing and so forth. But this is also a point of where you're empowering yourself about your finances and income. So this is really a time for you focusing on your finances, how to empower yourself, how to set your mind open to financial opportunities to invest in. You might also have concerns about your income and your finances. You might be thinking, okay, I put in this many hours, but how much I get paid? Sure. You know what I mean? Looking at those kinds of things, but you are shifting how you feel about that. Your sense of self-worth is growing. And when your sense of self-worth grows, this truly impacts you as a whole person, because when we feel we deserve more, this is when we look at those opportunities that we truly want to go and manifest opportunities for the universe to give us what we feel we truly deserve. Capricorn, this beautiful new moon offers new and fresh starts, new beginnings to your one-on-one connections with others, both personally and professionally. So you might get new contracts, new deals. You might meet someone new. This new moon really invites new and fresh energy, even into existing relationships. This brings in this new energy. Maybe there were issues and now you're seeing ways in which you can work through them. However, there is an opposition to Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, transforming you. You are transforming. So because you are going through this transformation of self, you'll be really looking at your relationships more closely, because Pluto is about empowerment and having healthy boundaries within those relationships. So if there are any relationships that you are concerned about, or worrying about this new moon offers you to put in healthy boundaries, really stand up in your power, because you are transforming into a whole new person. And what you want, what you desire, what's important to you is truly what you are wanting to achieve and go after. Pluto is, yes, power plays, power games, manipulations. When it comes to the self, it's about you stepping up, setting those healthy boundaries. This is a transformation of self. This is where you might be looking at how your relationships work and how much energy you give to it and where you want to set those boundaries. But this is definitely a blessed new moon for new opportunities for your one-on-one connections, both personally and professionally. It's where you are stepping up into your empowerment, and through that is what's also going to heal any existing relationships where you are becoming an empowered individual, and it's also going to attract different people to you, both personally and professionally. Aquarius, this beautiful new moon is asking you to take care and have a new beginning and a fresh start to your health, which is much welcomed for you. This whole month is about you, basically. Cancer season is really about you focusing on your health, physically, mentally, emotionally. Our emotional health is important because when we are in emotional distress, it creates stress on the physical body, and mentally is where we think those thoughts which create the emotion, and so we have a domino effect. You are really looking at your health and looking at new and fresh ideas. How can you eat? How can you sleep? What can you do within your life to change your day-to-day routine? You might have been looking at your routine. There's also new opportunities for your work life. If you're working, there's a time where you'll be like, things are changing within your work life, or maybe you want to go after a different place to work. You are also looking at your routine and shifting that as well. Has there been anything you've been doing within your life that's too time consuming? Maybe you're traveling long hours and all of a sudden you'll be like, I don't think I need to do this anymore. I'm going to apply for an opportunity closer to home to work, or so forth. You'll be looking at shifting your routine so that it's better for you, and this will impact your health and give you new and fresh vitality to your health. Really looking at what you digest, what you take in, and so forth to better improve your health. Now, the opposition does happen, in your sense of mental health. This is where you can have intense dreams. This is where, maybe there was someone close to you and all of a sudden you see they have hidden intentions, right? Because, this is where hidden enemies come to light, or power plays and power dynamics from people that you didn't expect it from, maybe. And this is where you're seeing that and creating healthy boundaries and stepping into empowerment. This is a time where you might even feel like you need some rest and taking care of yourself, because you just need to really take care of your health. Make sure you're sleeping especially well. And this is a time where you're stepping up into empowerment when it comes to your fears. You are really looking at your fears with Pluto, Capricorn, retrograde, 12th house. You're looking at your fears, your anxieties, your stress, your worries, and you're kind of like, I need to let some things go. I need to let go of the past. Even people from the past, memories of the past might be fluttering into your mind, and that can also cause distress. But that's the opposition. But know that this new moon wants comfort and security and nurturing and soul nurturing. It's telling you to nurture your body, nurture your routine. If there's people you're interacting with within your routine, like during your day, this is a time where you'll be like, no, this negative talk is too much for me. I need to focus on positivity and focusing on my whole vitality as a person. Now, Venus is in Leo in its pre-shadow period, going to go retrograde in your house of relationships. So I will make a video, so do stay tuned for that. That's why it's important to like and subscribe and keep following. Now, Venus in its pre-shadow period in Leo is in your house of relationships and is squaring Uranus in Taurus, your home and family. So this is where you might also be noticing some tension there within your relationships and family members as well. So give yourself a break from the world around you. Focus on you and how you can take care and manage your physical, mental, emotional vitality by shifting up your routine. And, maybe even sometimes it could be a work environment. If you're working, a work environment that's unhealthy for you, this is the area of health and looking at your health as a whole and betterment for yourself. Pisces, this beautiful new moon is offering you romance, creativity, having fun and pleasure. It's really about the pleasures of life. It's really about new and fresh start to creative projects that you're working on. If you're an entrepreneur, this is great because you'll really think up new ideas and new creative, juices will be flowing through you, and you'll just want to get creative during this time. Definitely do so. It's really a great time to have fun. You want to get out there, you want to have some fun, really do so. If you have children, you might be spending more time with them under this new moon, having some fun. It's really good to do so for you. This is about romance too. If you're in a relationship, you might be more romantic. You might go on a date, you're doing romantic activities. This is a time to even romance and take care of yourself. Okay, Pisces? So even if you're single, you can definitely do that. But this is about fun, pleasure, and working on the inner child, because it is about the inner child with this new moon for you. And the inner child is just about playing. So now it's time to invite some play into your life under this new moon energy. Really good for manifesting creative ideas, getting in touch with your intuition and your creative juices, painting, drawing, music. You go for it, Pisces. The opposition is with Pluto being in Capricorn for you, has to do with your associations to others. So this is about your associations to other people. Could be a friend group, definitely groups of people where there can be power plays, power dynamics, right? This is where you step up into your empowerment. You do not give into power plays and power dynamics by associations to groups. You might even decide you don't want to, belong to that group, shifting friends, so forth. You're focusing on you and what gives you pleasure, fun, and happiness within your life. The other thing that's happening is that Mars is in Virgo, and that's your house of relationships. And Saturn is in Pisces U. So this is a time under this new moon too with those energies. You might also notice with one-on-one partnerships, maybe they seem more irritated or aggressive, angry or pushy. Right? Mars is that pushy energy, or even conflict. This is a time for you to take responsibility for you and set those healthy boundaries if you met with any conflict when it comes to your one-on-one connections. This new moon offers fun. This new moon offers this beautiful happiness, but it's up to you to take it. It's up to you to set the boundary and say, hey, it's my time to shine. I want to have some fun. I want to play. I want to learn this. You can even learn something very enriching in essence to help you feel good. You know what I mean? Maybe you take up a new artistic skill. This is really good for that. Whether that's knitting, you really are getting in touch there with your creative abilities, and maybe that knitting can lead to you wanting to start a side hustle and becoming an entrepreneur. Tap into, or selling your paintings, but you're really doing that. This is not about anyone else, Pisces. This is about your creative energy and feeling yourself through happiness, through pleasure, through play. Thank you so much for watching the new moon video. Do like and subscribe. Comment down below how this new moon energy is impacting and affecting you. Do take it easy, and I'd love to hear from you. Have a beautiful and blessed new moon.